Please join me in Gasho. Namandavs, 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 Namandavs.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our November Shotsuki and monthly, welcome to our November Shotsuki monthly memorial service and Eitai Kill service. Our service today is an opportunity for us to remember our loved ones who have passed away in the month of November. We will begin this morning's service with silent meditation, followed by the show mill and the mukso.
Namandavs, 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 Namandavs.
Please stand if you are able to, and we will do the the show mill.
For those
It's
of
on
you who are
page-
joining by Zoom, it's also on the screen.
Page 325 of the Purple Satan.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to him, the exalted one, the enlightened one, the supremely awakened one. Buddham saranam gacchami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. Dhamman saranam gacchami. I go to the Dharma for guidance. Sangham saranam gacchami. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Namandavs.
Please remain standing and turn to page 306 for the Gatha Shinshu Shuka.
It's on the screen for those of you at home. The Zoom might cut out the audio while we're singing this. If so, I will turn it back on after we finish singing.
remain standing, and we will have the homages and three treasures on page 10 and 11.
So when I read the middle stanza, I'll read it first and then I'll ask you to repeat after me. Homage. Hard it is to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Difficult it is to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we are hearing them. If we do not gain emancipation in the present life, we may not be free from sorrow in the ocean of births and deaths. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures. We go to the Buddha for guidance. May we always walk in the way that leads to enlightenment. Everyone? We go to the Buddha for guidance. May we always walk in the way that leads to enlightenment. We go to the Dharma for guidance. May we be submerged in the depth of the teachings and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. Everyone? We go to the Dharma for guidance. May we be submerged in the depth of the teachings and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. We go to the Sangha for guidance. May we all with one accord live the life of harmony in the spirit of oneness, free from the bondage of selfishness. Everyone? We go to the Sangha for guidance. May we all with one accord live the life of harmony in the spirit of oneness, free from the bondage of selfishness. Even through myriads of kalpas, hard it is to hear such excellent and profound teachings. Now we are able to hear and receive them. Let us try to understand the Tathagata's teachings. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. This is a joint service, English and Japanese, so we will read this also in Japanese for those who prefer the Japanese. 日本語で3期へもいただきたいと思います。紫の聖典の10ページ目に載っています。また、Zoom の方々には、画面に映っています。3期へも人参受けがたし、今すでに受く、仏法聞きがたし、今すでに聞く、好み根性に向かってどせずんば、さらにいずれの章に向かってか好みをどせん、大衆もろともに指針に参謀に帰依し立て祀るべし、自ら仏に帰依し立て祀る、まさに願わくは主情とともに大道を体現して無常意を起こさん。自ら法に帰依し立て祀る。まさに願わくは主情とともに深く共造に入りて知恵海のごとくならん。自ら僧に帰依し立て祀る。まさに願わくは主情とともに大衆を通りして一切無限ならん。無常人人未明の方は百千万号にも愛をことかたし、我今検問し自治することを得たり、願わくは如来の真実義を下し立て祀らん。ナモアンダオプス、ナモアンダオプス。Please be seated.
We will continue the service with the sutra chanting, which is the Sambujo on page 89, followed by the Amida Kyo on page 790.
Namanobs, 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 namanobs.
During the chanting, I will be calling on family members to come and offer incense for those who have lost a member in the month of November. If you should come a second time, please just gassho. Thank you.
Namanobs, namanobs. サンエラ本日ここにうやうやしく産物牽制の小学を仰ぎ、慎みてスティーステン仏教会2024年度11月小月法要並びに永代教法要を言修する。如来へ向の真実心をもって法恩の誠をいたし、仏徳を賛嘆し立て祀る。願わくは如来の大慈大悲心をもって無量の功徳一切主情の上に栄光を下回らんことを。ナモ帰依仏、ナモ帰依法、ナモ帰依僧。This morning we have gathered here in the quietude of Amita's temple to commemorate the November 2024 Shotsuki monthly memorial service in conjunction with the Eitaikyo perpetual memorial service, in which we honor and remember loved ones who passed on during this month of November. We faithfully recite the Nembutsu and humbly join our hands in Gassho. May the fragrance of incense teach us the purity of our intentions. May the beauty of the flowers offered remind us of the glory of the Dharma. And may the lights that burn brightly upon the altar lead our thoughts to Amita's eternal light of wisdom and boundless compassion that dispels the darkness of our ignorance. Namandos. Satin Amida Kyo Nyoze Gamo Ichiji Mudazai Shae Gogagi Jagi Godogo Yodai Bikashi Jai 世界妙法極楽合道仏語阿弥陀公現在世も者利益にどがご妙意極楽合国主上無宿単樹上楽五妙極楽者利益極楽極道一樹蘭樹一樹羅摩一樹果樹外世使用主所依教世界異国妙法極楽者利益極楽極道四摩地行独水十萬個處七大真理觀者無知誓願解脫公安理ハリゴ上上無老学薬意公安理ハリシャゴ釈迦名の二願自義自主連携大乗者理正式上合法式用語釈式釈語白式白語微妙語決者利益極楽極道上寿如世空徳正言無者利益異仏極道上座天学大願一昼夜六時二万ならけ合格主上上位上南各位へご上寿妙下空有大無十万特分即一時自見の音楽門時行行者利益極楽極道上寿如世空徳正言無視者利益異国上部主中奇妙三式四上白語具足阿無者利加了平安具妙四上世上主上主也六時水和下王我願上高光ありき一は大は発祥と分尿世と合同主張門世安に外世年無年も年相者利益尿末一時上実世在用少々所以者が非仏国道無三幕主者利益高仏国道無三幕道寺庙阿行実世上主上外世阿弥陀仏欲量善流変化小作者利益異仏国道密不水道上合中級羅摩水密妙法非尿薬三十各道智各座門世恩者外事年上年末年末年相四心者利益高仏国道上 교주녀세 그덕 쇼공
I will begin calling the names. Please come forward for Gassho. Asari Yasuko, Atagi Hisao, Furukawa Yoshiko, Haya Tetsuo, Hikita Koji, Hikida Tamizo, Hirota Kikuyo, Hori Masakazu, Hori Ayako, Hori Matsuye, Imada Himio, Kariya Iwajiro, Kawamoto Kaoru, Kawano Hideo, Kawase Sato, Kokubo Eiko, Kuriyama Masaji, Matsuba Edith Ayako, Miyazaki Shizue, Miyazaki Tora, Mizuguchi Peggy, Mori Yoshimi, Morimoto Shigekazu, Morishita Kevin Hiroshi, I'm sorry, Hitoshi, Morishita Roy, Morizawa Chiyoko, Murao Kazuo, Murao Kazuji, Murao Katsujiro, Remember, on the second time, you just need to gassho. Murao Masako. Nagasawa Minoru. Nakano Toshio. Nagukami Dawn. Nishi Akiko. Nishi Kichijiro. Nishi Henry. Nishi Kichiji. Nishikihama Teruko. Nishikihama Teruo. Nita Hiromi. Nita Miyuki. Ohara Nobuo. Okino Naoichi. Okuyama Yasue. Otabe Michiko, Ora Yoshikazu,
朝鮮南市全女に薬信者応答図願書異国土
堺米一、崎山 Allen、沢田勝子、公職、権職、煩悩職、宗教職、名職、主徳は信長、三脈 佐藤百合子、
一生宗教先生、
杉原大輔、
安心しよう、シャリア、
玉寄渡、
公職、学生、教師、南寺、徳は信長、三脈三毛で
田坂博美、高崎千鶴、高崎幸則、
万義真珠さらいにこぶぜむあみなぎょなまなぶなまなぶなまなぶなまなぶな
竹中秀野、寺口戸部、寺村徳太郎、上田義彦、山口守、山本綾子、山本八重子、山中光弘、山中義恵、吉田フェイ、吉田鳥、吉田康松、And if there are any families who lost a loved one during the month of November, please come forward to do oshoko. Next on the program is the Dharma talk, and I'm really rattled today because since I blame the computer. I'm supposed to give the Dharma talk, but we have Reverend Grant Ikuta doing our Dharma talk today.
My apologies. It was my mistake. I made the program. So if you notice, it says Itoko Akune for the Dharma talk. Itoko almost had a heart attack this morning. So my apologies, Itoko-san. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for our monthly memorial service, November monthly memorial service, as well as for the Eitai Kyo service, which is what we call the perpetual memorial service. Excuse me for a second. Seems one of my computers has died. Okay, that's okay. So this is a joint service, English and Japanese. So I'm going to first of all give a short message in Japanese and then give my talk in English following that. まず、日本語で一言お話しして、その後英語でお話しさせていただきたいと思います。本日は11月の2024年11月小月法要並びに永代教法要に皆さん、ようこそお参りしていただきました。また Zoom で参加されている方々もようこそお参りしていただいています。この、11月はですね、もう数年前から、小月と並んで永代教法要を務めさせていただいています。これ永代教というのはよく永代供養とかいう言葉を聞かれたこともあると思うんですが、浄土真宗の場合は永代教というのは、ご門徒さんたちが永代にこのお経というか仏法がですね続けられるように、希望願を持つわけなんです。でそれで、また数年前からこの永代教11月の小月法要のプログラムにですね歴代のこのスティーブソン仏教会歴代の、会長さんあるいは、ここで勤めてこられた開教師たちの名前が載っています。で実を言いますと今日はですね非常に悲しい、お知らせがあり、実を言いますと木曜日だったと思うんですが、この間木曜日にですね金曜日に知らせがあったんですが、ここの仏教界で1998年から2002年に開教師として勤めてこられた泉康夫先生が亡くなられたっていう知らせがあったわけなんですね。泉先生は私にとっても非常に先輩開教師でありながらも、私の先生でもあったわけです。96年から98年の間ですね私と一緒にトロントで勤めてこられたことがあって、とても気さくで、素晴らしい法話をいつもされた先生だったので、私は非常に悲しい思いをしています。この泉先生は私がトロントにいた頃にですね一緒にトロントのお寺ではその当時は今はもうやってないんですけどその当時はですね、トロントのちょうどオンタリオ港に面しているオンタリオプレイスという遊園地があったわけですね。その遊園地に1977年だったと思うんですが日系社会の皆さんからオンタリオ州に、プレゼントとして平和の鐘を 寄贈されたわけなんですね。で、その平和の鐘がこのオンタリオプレスに、安置されたわけです。立派なお寺の梵鐘だったんですね、鐘だったんですね。で、毎年この、大晦日の夜に私たちが行くわけなんですが、その12月の終わりにはもうその遊園地は閉まってるわけなんですが、特別許可をもらってこの除夜の鐘をつくために、メンバーの方々が許可をもらって中に入れたわけなんですが、そこで泉先生と一緒に除夜の鐘をついた覚えがあるんですが、その時にですね、泉先生が以前この除夜の鐘について、彼に聞こえてきたのが、この梵鐘の鐘はゴーンゴーンゴーンゴーンオンっていうふうに聞こえたと。で、それは多くの方々おかげさまで、また阿弥陀様の働きによって私たちが生かされているっていうことを泉先生が説明されたんですけど、いまだにその話は私は使わさせていただいています。この永代経、また11月の正月法要というのは、やはり私たちも亡くなられた多くの方々にですね、このご恩を思うわけなんです。そしてそのご恩に対して阿弥陀様の働きによって、また私たちが亡くなられた方々と一緒になり、そして感謝の心を持って念仏を唱えさせていただくのが非常に大切ではないかということを、今日日本語の法話に最後にお念仏で終わらさせていただきたいと思いますので、皆さんの合唱をお願いします。ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナモ阿弥陀仏。So I'd like to begin my English talk by reading a poem. This poem was written by a very famous Japanese poet by the name of Misuzu Kaneko. She lived about 100 years ago, actually, and she passed away at a very young age, but her poems became very famous, and this is one of her poems that I'd like to share with you. The blue skies are deep-rooted, like the pebbles in the great ocean. They are sunk until the evening comes. We cannot see the stars during the daytime. We cannot see them, but they are there. We cannot see them, but they are there. The dandelion that is withered, lost its blossom. By the veranda it lies quietly. Until the coming of spring, it hides itself. The strong roots of the dandelion are not visible to us. We cannot see them, but they are there. We cannot see them, but they are there. This morning, we've gathered here for this, what we call the Shotsuki monthly memorial service, in which we remember loved ones who passed on during this month of November. Is there anybody here that's not here for this Shotsuki memorial service? Everybody's here for Shotsuki Memorial? Okay, good. I was just thinking, if somebody just happened to walk in off the street this morning, came into the service, they would probably be thinking, what the heck is going on here? So I'm glad I don't have to explain that to any of you. You all know basically what's going on. We're here to remember our loved ones who passed on during this month of November. One of the things that we did, of course, was burning of the incense. And this is a practice of paying respect, of remembering our loved ones. But at the same time, this November Shotsuki Memorial Service, for a number of years now, we have been also combining it with what we call the Eitai Kyo service, the perpetual memorial service. And what the Eitai Kyo service is, it's the wishes, the desires of those who have gone before us, that the Dharma, the teachings, will perpetuate itself into the future. And as part of this Eitai Kyo Perpetual Memorial Service, we've listed, as you can see on your program, all the past presidents and ministers who have served here in Steveston. All of these individuals were in fact deeply moved by the Dharma to devote themselves to become either a minister or the president of our temple. And at this time, I have a very sad news in that one of our former ministers, Reverend Yasuo Izumi, just passed away this past week in southern Alberta. He served here since, from 1998 to 2002. I had the fortune of serving with him in Toronto between 1996 and 1998. So he is sort of one of my mentors. He always had very deep Dharma messages. And in fact, in honoring the memory of not only Izumi Sensei, but all those who passed before us, I'm going to actually read one of Izumi Sensei's messages that he wrote for their, the Southern Alberta has a newsletter called Hikari, and he wrote this article, and then it was later he put it in a compilation of all the articles that he wrote for the Hikari. And it's entitled Blue Sky. He goes on, first of all, by quoting a passage from the writings of Shinran Shoni. The cloud of light is unhindered. Like open sky, there is nothing that impedes it. Every being is nurtured by this light. So bow to Amida, the one beyond conception. So Izumi Sensei writes, one morning I took a short walk. It was a bit chilly, but the air was crisp, and it was a very beautiful day. The street was clean. All the snow had melted away. I looked upward and saw a clear light blue sky that stretched as far as I could see. I stopped and looked at the sky for a few moments. I felt tremendous peace and serenity, as if I were part of the sky. It was embracing me. The sky became one with me, and I was one with the sky. I felt so good. It was so beautiful. This is the sky I have always liked. This same sky was what I would see when I was living here some 30 years ago. Upon my return to Alberta in 2002, after having served in the Vancouver, Toronto, and Richmond temples, I decided to resume the newsletter I had previously published in Alberta. I thought the name of the newsletter should be Blue Sky. The name fit well with my view of southern Alberta. Then I discovered that the same name was already used for one of the local senior homes. So instead, I decided to use the name Hikari, pronounced Hikari, meaning light. After all, I thought, there can be no blue sky without light. Shinran Shonin, the founder of Jodo Shinshu, also used metaphors in his Wasan, Japanese poems, praising that the pure land of enlightenment is like the sky or space. The quotation at the beginning of this article is one example. It is because both are endless, broad, and boundless. He also taught that all beings in the Pure Land were also like the sky, because their minds were pure and with no discrimination. I think about Shinran Shoni, a great teacher of Pure Land Path, who lived and died in Kyoto, Japan, almost 750 years ago. I'm sure that when he used these metaphors, he was looking up at the same blue sky somewhere in Kyoto as I see it today in southern Alberta. So Izumi Sensei was talking here about the blue sky, and that we are embraced by the sky. We become one with it. And at the beginning of my talk, I read this poem from Kaneko Misuzu, and in there she also talks about the sky. The blue skies are deep-rooted. Like the pebbles in the great ocean, they are sunk until evening comes. We cannot see the stars during the daytime. We cannot see them, but they are there. We cannot see them, but they are there. As we gather here to remember our ancestors, we may not be able to see them physically, but we know in our hearts that they are there. They are one with us. They touch us once again. And as I read Izumi-sensei's article, he touches me. He becomes, his memory and he himself guides me. And I see him as one of the stars in the blue sky. I cannot see him during the daytime, but I know he's one with me. And so as we gather here to honor our loved ones and all those who passed before us, we recite the Nembutsu in gratitude. We thank them for continuing to be a part of my life, of my existence. And in gratitude to them, we put our hands together to say thank you. Thank you for guiding me, continuing to be with me. And we also express our gratitude to the Amida Buddha. For those of you who may not be familiar, the word Amida Buddha, Amida, literally means infinite light and infinite life. It is the Buddha of infinite life and infinite light. It is our ancestors. It is all those who have gone before us. And as we put our hands together and recite Namo Amida Butsu, we are saying, I express my gratitude to the infinite life and light that sustains me. And so at this time, if I can ask you, please join me as we once again express our gratitude. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. In your program, it was said that it's written that our president, Ted Akune, was supposed to give remembering our past ministers and presidents. Unfortunately, Ted had some family issues to deal with, so he's not here with us. But I think my Dharma talk was a way of honoring our past ministers and presidents. So we'll just go past that then. Okay, thank you.
May I ask Jeannie Ryan to bring up the offertory, please? Thank you, Jeannie.
Please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you. For those who can rise, please stand, and we will have our Gatha, the Ondoku-san, which is on page 307.
It is on the screen for those at home. Oops. What did I do with that? And there I go.
Please be seated. That brings our service to a close now. Please remember to pick up your home meal if you have one here. In the lobby, there's tea service. I think there's still some manju to be sold and some Japanese groceries. So If you're interested, please have a look and support us. Thank you for coming and have a good day.
Thank you to those who joined by Zoom as well. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much.
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。